Hi guys, my name is RK and welcome to the Academy, where I do reviews, tutorials, and demos of things that I like or not like. And today we're going to be talking about the LA Girl Pro Coverage HD Longwear Illuminating Foundation, and this is in the shade GLM649 Tan. Now I am going to be doing a full day review and test on this foundation, so if you find this video helpful, go ahead and press the like button, subscribe to this channel, and stay tuned. Alright guys, so let's talk about what my face is like without the makeup, so we know exactly what we're dealing with here. I have mild acne on both cheeks, I also have fine lines all over my forehead there, and I have deep acne scars on the hollows of my cheeks. I also want to point out these two marks on my face as a reference for coverage when we're testing out the foundation. Now let's go ahead and prime with the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser Primer, and we're just going to dot that all over the face to help fill out pores and fine lines, so we can get it ready for the foundation. Now we're gonna go to my favorite part, which is the foundation. This is the LA Girl Pro Coverage HD Illuminating Foundation, and I got this for $10 on Amazon. And it has a pump there, and it's not always as dirty as mine, and it's a very runny and creamy consistency, so I had to dot it all over my face super quick before it ran all over my fingers. And we're just gonna blend that all out with a generic beauty blender. It's my go-to way of applying foundation on my face. Now let's talk about the claims that this foundation has. This is what it says on the Amazon page. It says it's medium to full coverage, long wearing, lightweight, luminous, and paraben free. Now let's pay attention to these claims because I will be revisiting them throughout the video to see how this product holds up to its claims. This is what it looks like with one pump on my face. It has a dewy finish, really good coverage for one pump, but then I still have a little bit more things to cover. So we're gonna do a half pump more, just a half pump. I usually do two, but because the coverage is so good, we're just gonna do a half pump. And this is what it looks like with 1.5 pumps. And it's a very dewy finish, so we're gonna let that dry and then set it with powder, which is the e.l.f. Cosmetics HD Loose Powder in the color yellow. And we're just gonna use a generic powder brush to set the powder on our face, and that's all we're gonna put on our face, you guys. No bronzer, no concealer, no highlight, because I don't want anything else to interfere with the test of this foundation. So this is what it looks like after the application. Now again, I just wore primer, the foundation, and then a setting powder, and that's it. I usually use a setting spray to kind of just flatten and set everything, but because I want to stay true to the review of this foundation, I want to make sure that I don't use anything that will interfere with the longevity of this foundation. So let's talk about its claims again. So it's high definition. I don't know how to measure how high definition a foundation is, but it does look good in high definition video. I really like that. Looks a little orange on my skin compared to the rest of my body, but I usually like foundations that are like warmer because this gives it a little bit more life. It says that it's long wear. We'll definitely test that out today, just stay tuned for that. And illuminating. If by illuminating they mean dewy, then definitely it is a little dewy. You guys did see before I set it with powder, it was a little bit dewy, and I would have to like mattify that with powder. And the thing I love about dewy foundations is that they go on so smoothly on your face, and that is one of the claims here in the back of the bottle. It says that it is a smooth, long wearing, flawless looking look, and I do think that it looks super smooth, and I think it glided on and blended on my face so well. I really like it. It was so smooth. It really reminded me of the Makeup Forever HD foundations. Those are awesome. It also says it's medium to full coverage. Yeah, I would say it's medium, but it's not super full coverage. Like I said, on one coat I could still see the little reference mark that I pointed out earlier. Right now you can barely see it, but it's really good. So medium to medium full, not necessarily full coverage. This is 1.5 pumps on my face, and it looks really good. I cannot stress to you guys how much I really like the finish on this one. So it looks good immediately after application and immediately after setting it with powder, but I don't know how it'll behave throughout the day, so we'll check that out. I have oily, acne prone skin, and my face does get really oily throughout the day, so it's gonna be a really good test for this foundation. I'm really scared that it's gonna get super greasy because it does say it's illuminating, but we'll check it out. Right now it is about 1 p.m. We're gonna do a full day review of this, so just stay tuned, okay? Hi guys, so it's about 4 p.m. and that's 3 hours after application. And I do want to check in right now because I am getting a little bit shiny, just a little bit dewy. But most importantly, it is starting to settle into my fine lines right here, and it's starting to settle into my acne scars and my pores, and it's emphasizing them. And I see some dry patches on my nose right here, and it's clinging onto those. So it's emphasizing a lot of detail on my face, which I really don't like, and I really wanted to like this foundation. So this is what it looks like. I have not touched up, I have not blotted my face. I'm not planning on touching my face anytime soon. If I do, I'll update you that later on in the video, if I do. But yeah, it is settling and it's getting a little bit shiny, and it's only 3 hours after application. I'll see you in the next check-in. Hi guys, so it is about 1 a.m. in the morning, which means I've had this foundation on for a total of 12 hours long. As you can see, I am a very shiny, oily mess right now, and I have not touched up, I have not blotted my face. This is just my natural oils coming out, and what I've noticed is that this foundation is the type of foundation that mixes in with your oils when it comes out, and it moves with the oils, and that's why it's kind of settled into my fine lines and my acne scars. So if you have texture and you want to use this foundation, I definitely recommend that you combat that texture, whether it's exfoliate or like some type of mask to like tighten your pores, because it will cling onto your texture. And it is like, I'm looking up close right now with a mirror, and it's disgusting. Like, I hate feeling like this. Like, it looks good from far away, like right here from the camera, but it does not look good in person. Like, you would not want people up close to see what your skin looks like with this on after a long day. So I'm gonna do something that I usually do when my face gets oily, which means I'll blot my face, not wipe, with some type of paper towel, get rid of the shine. The first time I've done this ever today. So see, look, it looks good when you blot. So naturally I would blot throughout the day when I get shiny. Still, I noticed that my the foundation has settled into the fine lines, and it's really weird because it's super obvious when it's like in the fine line. And it's also settled into my pores. It looks like the pores are like this, right? It looks like the makeup is settled into those, and you can see that it's kind of filled those like that. It's disgusting. I'm gonna try powdering right now, just a little bit, see what it would look like if I had blotted and powdered, because that's what I usually do on a regular day. So I'm gonna rub that in and make sure that the foundation is kind of like out of whatever it's filling up. So it's still in my fine lines. Didn't do anything, but it does look better on camera. It looks like I've mattified again. And so I do agree that this is a long wearing foundation. It's medium to medium full coverage. It's definitely illuminating to the point that I am a grease ball at the end of the day. So if you have oily and acne prone skin, I would not recommend this foundation. I would recommend this foundation if you were to use it within an hour of putting it on, because like I said earlier, when I put it on, it looks so good and it looks good on camera, but if a person were to go up near your face, they would see that it's settled into your fine lines. So there's that. And I would still use this, by the way, but I wouldn't use it for like an all-day event. I would just use this if I were to do like a 2-hour event, and I would just take it off. But I would not trust this to look good throughout the day. Alright? So link down below for all my social media, my awesome Instagram, and my vlog channels, and my music channel. So if you like this video, press like, and go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching, and have a good whatever.